We're facing 90-degree temperatures by the end of the week, kicking off what's been predicted to be a sizzling hot summer. And that has workers' rights groups worried. They're pushing for the legislature to move forward a bill that would put certain requirements in place for workers who face extreme heat at their jobs. But as Ted Goldberg reports, it's not without opposition from business industry advocates and the New Jersey Farm Bureau.
Entonces las máquinas.
I experienced that extreme heat where I couldn't hold it anymore and I fainted while working.
Adriana Alvarez has worked in warehouses and factories for the last few decades. She says it's not uncommon for workers to lose consciousness while working in the summer heat.
I saw a lot of my colleagues also fainted and feeling exhausted after working so much in that extreme heat, especially in that company that I fainted where they didn't provide any fan or any AC.
As climate change leads to hotter summers, workers' rights groups like Make the Road New Jersey are worried about people who work outside. Make the Road helped to write a bill that would give certain protections to workers when the weather gets really hot. Things like
to have a central AC in those warehouses, and also for the employers to provide fans to the employees, because we are a lot of people in the assembly line, and sometimes one fan is not enough for everyone.
I'm frustrated that another summer, an intense summer of heat, will go through without proper worker protections.
Senator Joseph Cryan sponsored the bill, which would require companies to do things like stop non-essential work during heat waves, provide easy access to water, and provide paid rest time in shade or cool down areas. It has stalled in the State House after facing opposition from big business and some agricultural groups.
This bill is really a one-size-fits-all approach to something that can't be a one-size-fits-all approach.
In late May, the New Jersey Farm Bureau sent Senator Cryan a letter criticizing his bill, saying, quote, using a heat index of 80 degrees Fahrenheit is unduly burdensome and unnecessary, as the effects of heat stress are not seen until a much higher degree, and even then, it is manageable with the proper precautions. They also argue the bill would take a one-size-fits-all approach to all industries across the state when creating a heat-related illness and injury protection program. It would be an impractical and virtually unimplementable program for agriculture.
What you'll hear is that the sky is falling and that this will create a burden that the New Jersey economy just can't bear. That's not true. This is necessary, common sense, and needed for workers.
It's a coalition that includes things like school boards, everything from school boards to the Farm Bureau, to some of the business groups that I think would rather go back to feudalism than actually protect some of their workers.
Critics have also said the bill is vague. Senator Cryan has thoughts about that.
Vague is a Trenton term for we don't want it and this is how we're going to attack it.
The bill requires employers to have water available for employees within the immediate vicinity of an employee working, but it doesn't define what immediate vicinity is.
The New Jersey Business and Industry Association says they've discussed the bill with Cryan and say companies already take steps to protect their workers.
It's really hard to find workers willing to work in certain environments and just workers willing to work in any environment in this state. So our employers are treating employees better than they ever have been.
Despite those efforts, nearly 500 American workers have died from heat-related illnesses on the job nationwide between 2011 and 2022. That's according to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. OSHA is expected to introduce heat-related rules in September after years of prep work, but it might be a while before they're put into practice. For NJ Spotlight News, I'm Ted Goldberg.
Support for the Business Report is provided by Experience the Vibrancy of Newark's Arts and Education District and Halsey Street. Halsey, a neighborhood built on heart and hustle. Visit halsey-w-k.com for the 2024 Halsey Fest schedule.